When you look at Islam, right, I would say really similar to your last opponent in Belal Muhammad in that he's got a very strong offensive wrestling base, but different in that when he gets to the ground, he's very active in pursuing submission.
Definitely different match. Makhachev, even on the feet, I feel like he's more dangerous. He's definitely more of an attacker. Like he'll go for chokes, go for arm bars. So we'd expect a much tougher challenge than Belal, to be honest. And it's been a hard camp. A lot of working on getting out of bad situations, but I feel like we've got the skills to make it a win.
Well, Jack, welcome to New York, mate. Now, you told us last week that it was sort of business as usual for you coming to the Big Apple for this fight week, but how do you maintain that sort of mentality when you come to such a fabled storybook location?
It does feel like business as usual. I don't know, it's just a tough challenge. I know I've just got to be sharp, got to be calm to get the job done. So just staying calm, waiting for my moment to pull the trigger.
A lot of people might allow themselves to get sucked into the romance of it, right? Like, oh, here I am in New York City, the bright lights of Madison Square Garden. Do you allow yourself that at all or not really?
Not really. We're just staying outside the city, got the solid team with me, the boys from back home. So it just feels like any other day. Yeah, no, enjoying the city, but also looking forward to get the job done.
Yeah. Now, you achieved your dream of becoming UFC champion back in May. Has life changed for you a lot since then? Like, is this Jack Della Maddalena any different to the bloke that we've come to know for years?
Yeah, no, not at all.
Really?
Honestly, I've just got back in the gym. Nothing has really changed. It's business as usual. Just been grinding, trying to get better day by day. Another big challenge ahead. So honestly, nothing has changed.
All right, well, I do want to touch on that fight with Belal Muhammad, after which you won the belt. There was so much doubt over whether you'd be able to handle him for so many reasons, right? Like, stylistically, it was supposedly a really difficult challenge for you. You hadn't fought in over a year, and you had that many injuries, illnesses, and surgeries and whatnot. As we take a look at our Turning Point presented by Ashley and Martin Medical Hair Centers, Jack, how much confidence did you take out of the fact that you were able to overcome all of that? You were able to negate his grappling, and you went the full 25?
Yeah, well, the team, we believed we could beat Belal.
Yeah.
Thought on the feet I'd get the better of him, and I also thought if it did get to the ground, I had some moves to be able to get back to the feet, and I feel like it worked out well. But yeah, it's obviously to go 5 rounds is confidence building, knowing I've got 5 rounds in the tank. And he's a similar style to Makhachev, but also different, grinding sort of wrestler, but yeah, I feel like it was the perfect warm-up fight for the big test.
Okay, well, that's good, because I was just about to bring that up, right? The legendary Islam Makhachev is your next opponent. The first thing you said, though, about him was you were going to get him back for Volk. How much, legitimately is that a motivation for you now that Volk is sort of, your friend and teammate?
Yeah, it's not really. Honestly, I'm motivated to get the win no matter what. Obviously, adds a little bit. I saw what Volk did, so that builds confidence, but yeah, I mean, I'm motivated. I'm on my own journey, and I want to get this one, not just for Volk, for the Aussies, for my team. So it's honestly not much added motivation. I'm pretty motivated.
Well, just on that, right? Like, speaking of the Aussies, I think what they love about you so much is that you are so, non-fussed about anything, right? So what does motivate you, Jack? Like, is this just a job for you?
No, I'm motivated by the challenge. I've always tried to work to have bigger and harder challenges, and I feel like this is on that trajectory. It's the hardest challenge of my career, and that's what excites me, is those big moments against tough opponents.
Why is it the hardest challenge of your career, do you feel?
I think just what Makhachev has done. He's a champion, he's a defending champion, top of the pound for pound number 1, and I guess he's coming up weight, so you don't really know what to expect, but I expect toughest, biggest, strongest Makhachev there's been.
Volk fought him twice. How beneficial has that insight been for you?
Yeah, great. Just being able to see what Volk was able to do against him the first fight definitely motivated me and gave me confidence.
I think one of the big storylines, if it oft hasn't been repeated enough heading into this fight, Jack, is the size difference, right? You look at all of Islam's previous opponents in his title reign, they're all former featherweights, right? Oliveira, Volk, Poirier, and Renato Moicano, all former 145ers, not taking away anything from how good he is. But I mean, as we take a look at our performance under pressure presented by Steel Blue Boots established in comfort, Jack, how different has your preparation been, and how big an advantage do you feel your natural strength is?
Honestly, I haven't really thought about it to be an advantage. I think the weight cut for Makhachev would have been tough. So I think he would have left some of himself in the weight cut, So we have really been, we haven't thought too much about it as a team. Really just been expecting, biggest, toughest Makhachev there's been.
Because when you look at Islam, right, what he's been able to achieve is incredible. But he's also, I would say, really similar to your last opponent in Belal Muhammad, in that he's got a very strong offensive wrestling base, but different in that when he gets to the ground, he's very active in pursuing submissions, whereas Belal probably wasn't. How different has your preparation been for a grappler like Islam compared to Belal, and what are you expecting?
Definitely a different match. Makhachev, even on the feet, I feel like he's more dangerous. Has more power strikes. He doesn't really necessarily change stances. He just stays southpaw, and then on the floor, he's definitely more of an attacker. Like, he'll go for chokes, go for arm bars. So we expected a much tougher challenge than Belal, to be honest. And it's been a hard camp. A lot of working on getting out of bad situations, tight chokes, when he's got my arm wrapped up, those sorts of things. So it's been hard, but I feel like we've got the skills to make it a win.
Yeah, I remember talking to Volk ahead of the first fight in Perth, UFC 284, and then I remarked how easily Islam can find a choke from just about anywhere. I remember the head and arm choke with which he submitted Drew Dober, Charles Oliveira as well, and even the fight against Dustin Poirier, that seemingly not came out of nowhere, but the way that he was able to advance position, so methodically was so impressive, right?
Yeah, 100%. Yeah, some of those positions he just needs 3 seconds, and he's got it drill. He knows the technique down. He's got a system that he does, and it probably just takes him 3 seconds. If you turtle in front of him, take him 3 seconds, he'll have a dast locked up. Yeah. So there's a lot of positions they've got to be super careful in and not take a break in certain positions.
You worked with Craig Jones for this camp. Craig doesn't believe that Sambo as a sport is real. Where do you sit on that debate? And genuinely, how beneficial was it training with Craig?
Yeah, training with Craig is awesome. He's special. And he loves grappling, so he can really break it down. He's helped me a lot. A lot of positions we've worked on certain things, and look forward to bringing them out fight night and shocking the world.
All right, well, we can't wait to see that, Jack. And just lastly, this fight, I guess, has been sort of billed from the very start as a big legacy fight for Islam, moving up in weight to claim a second belt, right? What about for you, if I were to flip the script, what does a win here at Madison Square Garden against Islam Makhachev do for your legacy and your standing in this sport?
I mean, it just puts me in that category of a defending champion.
Yeah.
Defending my belt and then going after some of the top challenges. I'm hoping after this fight, the general consensus is that he was just a lightweight. That'd probably be the perfect case scenario for me, I think.
Why?
Well, because that means I just dominated him, and then I guess everyone just writes it off. But for me and the team, it means a lot. It means that, we're getting closer to the pound-for-pound #1 spot.
Yeah, well, we can't wait to see it. Jack, thanks for your time and good luck this weekend.
Thanks, Nico. Cheers.
Bye, man.
Bye, Jen.